Well, it is the first alert weather day, thanks to another day with heat index values at or a little over 100 degrees. But also on paper, we've been able to make it now above normal summer in terms of 90-degree days. What's normal? 15 from June 1st to the end of August. Now, what we have here is typically about 15. The record's 44. Don't think we're going to be able to make it at this point. In fact, that would be highly unusual. But what we're looking at right now is at least 17, so above the normal. And I'm sure into August we're going to have a handful of 90-degree days. We usually do. So that would put us, I would say, just even more than just a little above normal likely through the end of the summer. So that's where we stand now. Where are the temperatures going to be a few days from now? Well, that's going to be an even bigger change. So upper 80s to maybe near 90 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Might get there in northwest Ohio, but most areas should actually be just shy of 90. Nonetheless, still humid, still objectively muggy. We should be in the low to mid 80s this time of year, so really only a few degrees above normal, but those dew points are still elevated, and that's going to make it feel much hotter than it should be. But there's that front as it rushes through late Wednesday and very early Thursday. Temperatures will also drop likely into the 60s Thursday morning, even lasting till about noon, and only getting into the mid 70s by Thursday afternoon and early evening. A noticeable shift going from the low 90s today to the mid 70s at best by Thursday afternoon. Friday looks pretty similar. By about 2 p.m. Friday, we're going to be in the 70s, but look at Friday morning. Might get to 49 in LaGrange, 53 in Auburn, 51 degrees in Decatur at about 6, 7 a.m. And then by about 2, 3 p.m. into the low to mid 70s. I still think we're going to end the day Friday, or at least the daylight hours Friday, in the upper 70s, but still a really gradual progression to that point by the end of the day. All right, Future Track is showing us what it's going to take to get to those temperatures, because rarely do we ever go from hot to cool with very little rainfall in between. So here's what we're tracking: a front, and that's the cold front right out to the west. It's likely going to be a little more dynamic out to our west just because of the timing here. So 6, 7 p.m. So looking at that front primarily being into northern Illinois and western Illinois. Forecast models still struggling a bit with the timing. I wouldn't be shocked to see this come through just a little bit earlier. So got to kind of watch that trend. But right now it appears that outside of a few spot showers during the evening hours, much of Wednesday looks actually pretty dry. It is later on Wednesday night to Thursday morning that front finally approaches and brings with it from west to east a round of rain. Mostly loud storms than anything severe, but there could be a few wind gusts, heavy downpours, half an inch to an inch an hour kind of rainfall, which might lead to some localized heavy rain. Future Track still showing again from west to east, late Wednesday into early Thursday, that front moving through and bringing with it some of that rain. All right, here's a look at what to expect over the next 7 days. Much cooler Thursday into Friday, mid to upper 70s, near 80 Saturday and Sunday, highs right around 80 degrees into early next week.
Okay, Matt, looking forward to it.